just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sooners offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Allen. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quick catch on 3rd down. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the gun, give on the inside. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
A run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. second and goal coming up. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of
this place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. There's some pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on it? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And the Sooners will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the back and leaves it. Some hard just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! All the looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackled there by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. just going to keep it after the snap. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab in the end zone. Going right to work up top. Back open in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete on the comeback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The give to the tailback.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he's got it from 57. What a... Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Pressure coming. Quick strike complete. Taking it the other way. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was real.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fernandez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Blasted as he lets it go. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Kentucky sets out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Hines is tight end. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Got room at the 35. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown Sooner! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Using the quick game. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. Out to the 32. Before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Going to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Wide open downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
It's complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they swarm him under.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast. And it's third and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Grabbed over the middle, it's Booker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fernandez. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now it's first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse. I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here comes the heat. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
That one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it off! And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous